Good to have you back, Les.
Thank you for having me. And buonasera from the Ardeo Ventures meeting in Tuscany.
Oh, you're in Tuscany right now. Buonasera.
Yes.
Ah, good. Mangia bella. Have a great meal wherever you are.
And open the window. Give us some glimpse of
1400 here, so it must be about 8 o'clock there. We'll get you out of here in time for a lovely dinner.
Thank
you. Let's talk about... people talk about the, quote, price controls. The only one that I see as being controlled is a cap on insulin prices for people on Medicare. I suppose you can say that allowing Medicare to negotiate is a form of price control, but it isn't really, is it?
It isn't. So first of all, and we would have assumed that the insulin cap would have passed, and apparently it's not passing. So no, but Wall Street's using it as a synonymous price cap negotiation. But you are true; it is not. It presumably will put some pressure on prices for some drugs in the out years. That's 2026 and beyond. Mm-hmm. But we're not even sure how the mechanics are going to work, which is why the big pharma stocks who are more likely to be impacted really haven't reacted that badly.
Oh, yeah. Why would they, Les? As I read it, now I haven't read all 700 pages of it. I promise you I haven't done that. But that it affects relatively few drugs. I don't know whether it's 24 or a little more than that. It's not many, number one, and the effects don't even phase in for some years. Am I right on that?
Correct. I believe it's 10 in the 2026, and they accumulate over time through 2030. So, yeah, and we don't even know if there's an offset. Maybe they'll raise prices before the negotiations.
Why would they raise prices now and then say, okay, let's negotiate from this higher base that we've just put in? I can't.
Right, and so the mechanics are to be determined. If you took the maximalist view, you'd say this is the first time Medicare is allowed to negotiate. And maybe it's a slippery slope. And if you thought it was a really bad slippery slope, then it'd be worse at some point in the near future or sort of mid-future. Not clear that that's going to happen. And again, you kind of see it in the way the stocks are reacting. And to be fair, the Congress has been signaling this is the direction they've been going in for a while. So probably much of this is priced in already. It does, however, maybe make the orphan drug companies a little bit more attractive since they seem to be exempt from these rules.
So what does it mean to negotiate less, and what are the other impacts for investors?
Well, I'm not sure we know yet about how we're going to negotiate and who's going to negotiate and which organizations are going to be negotiating. But in terms of our investment approach, we've been, as I said maybe a few weeks ago, we've been accumulating in the mid-cap area, life science tools like Twist and Cytec and United Health. These are not impacted at all by these regulations, at least in the near term. So, and the medical devices as well, Boston Scientific, for example. So there will be more noise as we head into the election season, because there always is. But I'd say other than major pharma, I think healthcare still has a little bit to go up. I think the path of least resistance is still heading up.